beautiful selections of fresh flowers. They're family owned and been in business for a long time, and they make you feel like part of the family.
Your iFit trainer is here.
Let's do this. Let's go, let's go. Follow me. Good strides, good strides. Come on, push. All right, guys, that warm-up's over. Now it's time to turn it up a notch. Raise those knees, hold strong, core, let's go.
Squeeze those biceps, keep those abs in tight.
You got a little resistance for a reason, let's use it. You're doing great. You gotta see this. Did someone order up some incline? Because here it comes. Finish this thing strong. Stay with me, push it. Then 3, 2. We're almost at the finish line. And rest. Beautiful work. That was an amazing workout. We'll see you next time.
Hi guys, Valley. This is Fernando over the Factory Pizzeria. We're running a special right now. We're giving out free nachos when you buy a large pizza with 3 toppings. Just mention this out and you're gonna get a free nachos every time you come. The Factory Pizzeria is located in 119 South Main, below the Gia's in the basement. Come see as soon as you can. Thank you.
We welcome our guests from Hillcrest High School and wish all players good luck in tonight's game. Both schools are members of the Utah High School Activities Associations and support the statewide sport.
Hey, we wrap the regular season up tonight at Mountain Crest on the Game of the Week as they take on Hillcrest in a midweek non-region battle. The Mustangs, they had a tough year this year. That defense had its moments. The offense just never really quite gelled. They're taking on a Hillcrest team that's trying to work their way back into some respectability as well. Hillcrest has only won 2 games this season. In fact, the last 2 weeks, they haven't scored, and they've given up over 50 points each game. Mountain Crest done a little bit better than that, and they're looking for their 2nd win on the season. They didn't get any wins in region. They'd like to have a win going into the playoffs. With the new RPI system, every team gets to play, so the Mustangs will be playing on the road next week. Tonight could be a good tune-up for that as they take on the Hillcrest Huskies. That's all coming up next on the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
Experience the cutting-edge design from the world's best-selling in-home fitness brand, the Power 995i treadmill from Proform. With an included 6-month membership to iFit, you gain access to an extensive library of exercise videos. Pick your trainer and destination and follow along from your personal tablet through stunning locations all around the world. Follow your trainer as your machine automatically adjusts the speed and incline, transporting you to your chosen destination. Driven by the dynamic 3.0 continuous horsepower motor, packing enough power to get you to your fitness goals. With a push of a button, adjust the speed all the way up to 12 miles an hour, and just as quickly adjust the incline between 0 and 12%. Keep track of your stats, from distance covered to calories burned, on the high-contrast 6-inch display, and remain comfortable for longer with the ProShocks cushioning system. Run smoothly and naturally on the large 20 by 60-inch deck. Stay cool and fresh with the Cool Air Workout Fan. Plug your device into the audio auxiliary port or pair it to your machine via Bluetooth, and enjoy the crystal clear audio delivered through the dual 2-inch Bluetooth speakers. Track your heartbeat with the conveniently placed in-handle EKG grips. At Proform, we stand behind our products. The treadmill comes with a lifetime frame and motor warranty, 3-year parts and 1-year labor warranty. Take the first step in your fitness journey today with the Power 995i treadmill from Proform.
Nobody does bacon like Wendy's. And now, we're bringing you the Big Bacon Classic, made with fresh, never frozen beef, topped with hot and crispy bacon. So if you're not getting your bacon cheeseburger from Wendy's, what are you getting? If you want bacon done right, we got you with the Big Bacon Classic. What are you waiting for?
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Well, as the season winds down, it's time to start thinking about the playoffs. We're in the second year of the RPI rating system for all sports in UHSAA's purview. And with football, that means that pretty much everybody gets an invite to the playoffs. Mountain Crest, even though it's been a tough season for them, they're going to get another game after tonight. Right now, they're sitting at number 20 in that RPI, which means they would open up on the road. And right now, if you looked at who they may play, they're opening up on the road against probably at Ogden. Now, this could change because there's still a few games to be played tonight. Skyview's number 1. Yeah, they're ranked number 1 in 4A, and they're number 1 in the RPI. That means they're going to get home field advantage as long as they continue playing. Pineview, Ridgeline, they're in the top 3. Pineview number 2, Ridgeline number 3. Again, all the way through to the championship games, those teams will get home games. The higher-rated team, the higher-seeded team gets the home game. And the championship game this year is down in St. George at Dixie State University. All the other games are at the higher-seeded team's home field. So these Cache Valley teams could be playing well into November the way things are going. Logan's 15th, Bear River's 11th, Green Canyon number 1. Skyview, Ridgeline, and Green Canyon. I meant Green Canyon was number 8. They moved up a spot. Skyview, Ridgeline, Green Canyon, they will all probably play at home in that first week and get a bye that first week and then play at home the next week. So things could get really interesting in the playoffs as they come up. These Cache Valley teams could end up seeing each other down the road. Stay with the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel. We'll be bringing you all that action all the way through the playoffs.
Say the word base. Say the word mess.
The Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years.
The first to Hillcrest. Hillcrest will receive.
Well, good evening and welcome to Hiram Linnar Miller Field at Mountain Crest High School, where the Mountain Crest Mustangs will host the Hillcrest Huskies in a Wednesday night football game. A shortened week for schools as fall break is upon us mid-October. I'm Eric Olson. Thanks for joining me tonight. We've been with you every Friday night this season. And who'd have thunk the way this year has unfolded that we would so far get a full football season under our belts. Playoffs still to come. We hope that those go by unsullied. The Mustangs will
Kicking off
receive, or excuse me, will kick off. They won the toss, and they'll receive to start the second half.
Will be number 26, Jeremy Hill.
And a high kick taken about the 6-yard line by Hillcrest. Taken out to about the 15 before the Mustangs are all there.
Number 11, Zachary Clark of Hillcrest picks up the kickoff.
That was Zachary Clark, the sophomore.
Number 6, Emilio Beaver.
This Hillcrest team, a team that struggled. They've struggled for the last 5 years. They're trying to get something going there in Midvale. A new coach, Brock Bryant, is his second year. Came over from Cyprus, where he helped build them from a team that struggled into a pretty solid ball club. They usually run a power I type of offense. They're going to give it up right up in the middle. Gabriel Moore, the quarterback. With a short gain.
Number 7, Gabriel Moore, hands off to number 40.
DeCario. Braden DeCaro picks up a yard. That's where the Mustang defense meets him. This Mustang defense, they pride themselves in defense out here in Hiram, and it's been a hard year, both sides of the ball. They've given up a lot of points, but they've been on the field a lot. They've played good in spurts. This one's up in the air as it was knocked down, and it falls incomplete. Bruce Allen, the head official, says no. Third down, boys, as Mountain Crest was chasing it.
51, Deegan Anderson.
That brings up 3rd and 9 for Hillcrest. Now the Mustangs on senior night introduced 18 seniors just a few moments ago. We talk about Hillcrest and their struggles. The Mustangs have been trying to get something going all season long, and they're hoping that they can get a win to go into the playoffs. And the inside receiver moved early, and they dropped the flag and stopped the play. So it's going to be 3rd and a little bit more for the Huskies. That's going to take it back to right around the 10, 11-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 14. Hillcrest coming off consecutive shutouts, and they've been on the wrong side of those shutouts. They lost 63-0 to Brighton and 59-0 to Olympus, both those teams in their region and very good football teams. It's a tough region. It's a big region, lots of teams. Moore calls his own number. Picks up 3.
Keeps it.
More like 4, but that's not enough. And Hillcrest will have to punt.
Down by number 15, Coleman Folger.
Coleman Folger on the tackle, one of those seniors.
For the punt for Hillcrest.
So the Huskies back to punt. Mountain Crest not even at midfield waiting for this one. And it's fielded right where they set up. Tony Lopez fields that one about the 43-yard line, and Mountain Crest will start in good field position
Mountain Crest will take it.
And the junior, Preston Lofthouse, takes the field. We've seen him a couple of times. He's shown some flashes. Has Lofthouse, shown a pretty good arm, and pretty good legs, a lot of escapability. But you can tell he's got some work to do to get used to being a quarterback. Getting those footwork's a huge deal with a quarterback. He turned the ball over quite a few times in a couple of games that we've seen, but I know he had some games in between where he did not. And the Mustangs having a problem right out of the gates.
Timeout on the field called by Mountain Crest.
I don't know if they had all their personnel out there and they had to call a timeout, burn a timeout early. And that's not what you want to do. Hillcrest, a 5A team. They're in Region 6. They've got 2 wins this season. One over Judge and one over Timpanogos. And they're looking for the same thing Mountain Crest is. Maybe a win going into a playoffs. Oh, a handoff to Oswald, and he is drilled.
Lofthouse's handoff.
Coming off the edge, nobody even touching him was Talon Yates. And Oswald loses 3.
3-yard line. Second and 13.
And he may not remember his name. He got blasted. You just don't see that very often where somebody comes in so untouched like that. Somebody must have missed a block. Lofthouse is going to roll to his right. He's got Oswald underneath. He lofts it out to him and puts it over his head.
Pass intended.
And now it's going to be 3rd down and 13. Lofthouse had Oswald. And that's what I'm talking about with Lofthouse. You just got to get those, get those mechanics down a little bit. He's got the arm strength. You can tell watching him. But getting the shoulders square and getting the feet right. And those things are all easy to talk about, but it takes a lot of reps, a lot of practice to get there. And he's going to drop straight back, and they're setting up a screen. They go to Veter. Veter in the clear. Veter's got the first down, and he's down near the 30-yard line to the 29. Pick up a 17 yards on 3rd down, and the Mustangs
first down.
Get some more downs to play with. We saw Veter with the 70-plus yard touchdown last week. He's going to be playing at Eastern Washington next year. Lofthouse stands in. This one popped up and intercepted. Lopez hauls down the defender, but not until after he takes it away. It's going to be out at the 11-yard line. It hit one defender right in the chest, popped way up in the air, and the other defender took it away.
Intercepted by number 21, Hillcrest. There's a flag on the play.
There's a flag on the play. Let's see what the call is. Oh, and it's on Hillcrest. Is it roughing the passer? If it's roughing the passer on Hillcrest,
roughing the passer on Hillcrest,
then Mountain Crest is going to get the ball, keep the ball. That's a huge turnaround. So it looked like Hillcrest was going to get the ball going the other way. Instead, Mountain Crest has a new set of downs at the 15-yard line.
That'll be Mountain Crest. First down on the 15-yard line.
With 9:07 to play in this first quarter, and the Mustangs knocking on the door. Lofthouse under center. Veter's the lone setback. Going to pitch to Veter. Veter looking for the edge of the right side. Turns the corner, down inside the 10-yard line for Corey Yates, and another Husky knock him out of bounds.
Pitches it to number 6, Emilio Veter. Picks up 5.
He's down to the 7-yard line, a gain of 8 for Veter.
Number 5, Talon Yates.
called Yates' number a couple of times here tonight. He was the one that finally brought Veter down.
Elgin Mountain Crest.
Well, the Mustangs was second and long, too.
Second and 2.
I formation for the Mustangs. Turn and give to Oswald. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage. Loss of 2
Camden Oswald.
for Oswald. And that's going to bring up 3rd down and 5 at the 10-yard line.
Number 48, Zachary Ellis. Mountain Crest, 3rd and 5.
Lee brings the play in. Lopez to the far side. He's joined out there by Collins. Looks like Lee to this side. And the I formation again. Lofthouse fakes the give, throws down inside the 5-yard line, but short of the goal line. Mountain Crest has a decision to make.
Lofthouse passes to number 10.
No, they don't. They got the first down.
For a gain. Tackled by number 5, Talon Yates. That will give Mountain Crest another first down.
Another first down for the Mustangs as they get it down inside the 5, down to the 3-yard line. Mountain Crest 2 for 2 on 3rd downs. Stockton Nielsen in the ball game now for Mountain Crest. We see him usually playing defense. He's been a heck of a linebacker this year. Carson Olsen in there as well. Turn and give it to Oswald. Oswald puts his head down and gets a yard down to the 1.
Lofthouse handoff to Camden Oswald for a 1-yard gain.
And Oswald's slow to get up. He's on the field and looking like he's in some pain. He put his head down, hit that pile, and then got pushed sideways and tried to lurch forward again and got slammed down pretty hard. And they'll take a look at Oswald. Mountain Crest only scoring 12 points per game on the season. In region play, only about 4 points per game.
We like to think
the defense giving up almost 30 points. I think that's been the most shocking thing. The offense has kind of struggled for the last couple of years, just trying to find an identity, but the defense has always been good. And this year the defense struggled. But again, with the struggles of the offense, that can bleed over to the defense, where the defense is on the field a long time. And things just kind of seem to snowball for him. Oswald's getting helped off the field, and the way he's coming off the field, he might be done for the night, which would be too bad. He is needing a lot of help. 2nd and goal from the 1. They've got that heavy formation in again. Lofthouse keeps it, pushed from behind into the end zone for the touchdown.
Lofthouse keeps the ball in for a Mountain Crest touchdown.
So the Mustangs get on the board first. With 7:08 to play in the first. The Mustangs are going to go for 2. Throwing out to the edge. And let's see, waiting for the call. Now we got a flag on the field or what? The official over there is coming back and going to say holding on Mountain Crest. Looked like
Got a holding on the offense.
Well, it looked like he got in, but I guess not. All right, they're going to kick it. 7:08 to play in the first quarter. 6-0 Mountain Crest.
Your password is password, and everything you own is gray, Mike.
I thought you liked Basic Mike.
That was before I had Wendy's made to crave chicken sandwiches. now I know I can do better than basic.
Upgrade from basic with 3 new sandwiches on Wendy's Made to Crave menu. The barbecue chicken sandwich, avocado BLT chicken sandwich, and the sauce and bacon chicken sandwich. At Wendy's, we got you.
I need to take a long drive at exactly the speed limit.
So the Mustangs get on the board first with a 1-yard touchdown plunge by Lofthouse. The big play on that drive, it looked like Mountain Crest had turned it over. Lofthouse had thrown an interception, but a roughing the passer penalty gave the ball back to Mountain Crest, and they cashed in. 6-0 Mountain Crest as the 2-point conversion was no good. Looked like the receiver was in the end zone, but it was in the far corner, a long way from us. And regardless, there was a flag anyway if he had got in. Well, the Mountain Crest Mustangs now giving their defense a lead to play with, something they haven't had much of. In fact, their win against Bonneville of Idaho, 56-22. It's their only win of the season. That may be the last time they played with a lead. Have to look. They run a little screen, and the Mustangs are there.
Hillcrest, number 7, Gabriel Moore. Quick pass to number 26, Jeremy Vale.
Jeremy Vale
By number 30, Stockton Nielsen.
loses 4. Stockton Nielsen is there.
4-yard loss.
And it's 2nd and long. Stephen Leo trots off for Hillcrest. 4 wide receivers for the Huskies. Moore going to roll to his right. Looking downfield, unloads under pressure and overthrows his receiver. He had some pressure coming from the backside, and he just got rid of it. And it's going to be 3rd and long.
Number 7, Gabriel Moore. Pass is intended for Hillcrest, number 21. Pressure from Mountain Crest, number 10.
Talk about Hillcrest and their struggles as they've tried to build the program up. They're 10-49 since 2015. 3-7 in 2016, their best season. They were 2-9 last year. They have matched that win total this year. They're trying to get one more and improve on it. They're going to run a little tunnel screen to this side. A little bit of yardage, and then shutting that down was Stockton Nielsen.
Pass number 48, Zachary Erickson's complete.
Erickson
Made by number 51, Deegan Anderson. And number
picks up 9 yards, but it's not going to be enough. And Hillcrest will punt again. Lee and Lopez standing about their own 45. Lee calls for the fair catch right at midfield. And the Mustangs will take over once again with good field position, leading 6-0, 5:46 to play in this first quarter. It's the last game of the season. It's Wednesday night because fall break. This used to be UEA, right? We used to call this the UEA week. Now it's fall break. And the only Valley team playing, well, I take that back. The only team playing in the Valley is Mountain Crest. Logan's down at Hunter tonight. At least that was on the schedule. But I know Green Canyon didn't have anybody scheduled. Ridgeline had a schedule change. I believe Skyview did too, and they just ended up deciding not to play. 2-yard gain for Lee from Lofthouse.
Tackled by number 48, Zachary Erickson.
Three for 26 yards for Lofthouse to start the game. Had an interception wiped away. I'm sure he was happy to see that. Zeb Benson comes to the sideline. 4 wide receivers now for Mountain Crest. Lofthouse is going to keep it. Lofthouse into the secondary. He's got good blocking downfield. He's finally upended inside the 20-yard line at the 18. It's a 30-yard run.
Check that, a 33-yard run. That's good for Mountain Crest, first down.
Lofthouse on his horse and putting the Mustangs in good field position again as we are under 5 minutes now. In this first quarter, Mountain Crest leads 6-0. 3 receivers to the near side for Lofthouse. 1 back with him and 1 receiver to his left. They're going to roll to this side with the pitch to Veeder. Veeder picking up a block as he gets inside the 15, down to the 13-yard line, a gain of about 6.
6-yard gain. Tackled by number 48, Zachary Erickson, and number 14, Stephen Leo.
2 carries, 14 yards for Veeder. So they give him the pitch. Hillcrest with that 3-man front. Now they got 4. Showing that 4-man front. One of those ends was hiding back by the linebackers. Veeder in the backfield with Lofthouse on 2nd and 4. Lofthouse is going to follow Veeder. Steps out of 1 tackle. Inside the 10-yard line, down to the 8.
Lofthouse keeps the ball, rumbles through for a gain.
He's going to be right near the first down marker. They're going to give it to him. 5 yards for Lofthouse. 3 carries, 36 yards. And now it's 1st and goal for the Mustangs. They lead 6-0. They punched it in on their last possession. They're looking for another 6 here. They went for 2 on the last possession, didn't convert. Veeder in the backfield and the fullback back there with him. Lofthouse in trouble. He faked the give one way, went to roll out, and he didn't get anything. In fact, he's snowed under for a loss. A pretty big loss, too. A loss of about 6. Gavin Hawley
I'll give Mountain Crest
in there to bring him down. So they fake the give, try to get everybody going one way, and then boot out the other way, but Hawley paid no attention to the fake. Second and goal from the 15 now. Lofthouse, a lot of time. Now he's being chased. Fakes the pass, now throws it down to the 4, and it's incomplete. And Lofthouse was really close to the line of scrimmage. I think he might have been just a little behind it. And now it's going to be 3rd and goal from the 15. Lofthouse with his 2nd incompletion. And Lofthouse in the backfield alone. Veeder on a wing. And 3 other receivers out there as well. Lofthouse against a 4-man rush. Lots of time. Throws it underneath to Benson. Benson gets away from the tackler and into the end zone for a touchdown.
Lofthouse finds Seth Benson for another Mountain Crest touchdown.
$15 yards, and Benson looked like he was going to be stopped short. He stepped out of the tackle and finished the play with 6. Snap goes wide. So now they have to go for 2, and they get it. So everything coming up 7s for the Mustangs here in the first quarter. 14-0 with 2:26 to play in the first. Mountain Crest with the lead.
Number 27, Zane Collins. Kicking for Mountain Crest at the
Mountain Crest punches it in from 15 yards out on 3rd and 15. Lofthouse to Benson. And then on the PAT, the snap goes wide up the holder, who's a Lofthouse. He stands up, buys himself some time with his feet, and tosses it in the end zone to Zach Collins, one of those seniors they honored here before the game started. The Mountain Crest Mustangs lead at 14-0 with under 2.5 to play in this first quarter. Eric Olson and a cast of thousands along with you here tonight. In Hiram. Mountain Crest looking for that spark going into the playoffs. Still waiting for the new RPI to come out. That's coming out on the 17th. And that'll set the playoffs. Moore throws it behind. He was trying to throw the quick slant. He throws it behind his intended receiver. It's incomplete. Moore's 2 of 4 for 5 yards.
Coverage by number 11, Noah Fletcher.
And do we have a flag?
There is a flag on the field.
Pass interference on Mountain Crest.
Pass interference on Mountain Crest.
So a first down for Hillcrest. And that gives them a little breathing room. Hillcrest, we played this entire quarter on Hillcrest's side of the field. In fact, Mountain Crest's worst position, starting field position, was at the 50. So Hillcrest with a new set of downs out at the 35-yard line. 3 to this side, 1 back in the backfield, and he gets the give. Not a bad run for Yates.
Hands off to number 5.
He picks up 4. Yates, their leading rusher, averages about 3.5 yards per carry. 6 touchdowns on the season for Yates.
The second, 6, 44 yarders.
They're going to spot him shy of that 40-yard line. Hillcrest trailing 14-0, trying to get something going. They give it off to Yates again. Yates back to the line of scrimmage. And I think that's as far as he got before he's hauled down. Elijah Jackson's in there. Why wouldn't he be? 33 always around the football. It's a pretty good linebacking crew here at Mountain Crest. Led by Jackson, Veeder, and Stockton Nielsen. Those guys.
3rd and 6 for Hillcrest.
These guys can play some football. It's 3rd and 6 for Hillcrest. They're 0 for 2 on 3rd downs here in this first quarter as we're under a minute to play in the first quarter. Fake the give, and now Moore has to bail out. Unloads and leaves it short, and he's drilled. I mean, he is set down hard by Coleman Folger, and Moore is slow to get up. And he says, hey, help me. Braxton Bush comes over, says, hey, are you all right? And Moore says, no, I'm not all right. He puts his arm over Bush, and Bush helps him off the field, and he's bent over double over on the far sideline. He really got blasted by Folger. Running up and grabbing this one is Lopez. And he returns it up to the 47-yard line, and that's where Mountain Crest will take over. At the 47, it's their worst starting position of the night. That's what kind of quarter it's been for Mountain Crest. They lead 14-0, and they've got the ball back with 43 seconds to play in this first quarter. Benson started to come off the field, and they said, hey, stay here, Zeb. Now the Mustangs finally break the huddle. Lopez and Lee, and I think Benson to this side, one receiver to the far side. It's Mountain Crest using that four-man, four-receiver look. Lofthouse unloads. This one he put right on the money. as he hits Lopez downfield
Number 7, Tony Lopez.
for 13 yards.
Tackled by number 5, Fallon Yates. And number 14, Stephen Neal.
Lopez 2 catches, 20 yards here in the quarter.
That's good for a Mountain Crest first down.
And now Veter returns to the offensive huddle. See if the Mustangs run another play. I think they will. They get out of the huddle and up to the line with 10 seconds left here in this first quarter. Lofthouse gets the snap. This is going to be the last play of the quarter. They throw back the other way to Veter, and he drops it. Oh, and he had all sorts of acreage in front of him. 14-0 as we finish up the first quarter. You're watching the Game of the Week on the Valley Channel.
We started Palmer Home Furnishings 17 years ago on 10th West, and we started Mountain Ridge Furniture a couple years ago out here on the highway in Providence. And recently, kind of out of the blue, not really planned, we had somebody purchase our building on 10th West. The result was for us to merge the two businesses and bring it all into one out here in Providence. 3 blocks south of Macy's out here on the highway. You can't miss it. If you drive on the highway in Providence, you can't miss it.
Mountain Crest leads 14-0 as we go to the second quarter. 2nd and 10 at the Hillcrest 40-yard line. Mountain Crest with 100 yards of offense in that first quarter. Hillcrest with 14. Hillcrest only ran 9 plays. Lofthouse going to pitch it back to Veter. Veter picks up a block into the secondary. Goodbye.
Lofthouse pushed for number 6, Amigo Veter. And Mountain Crest touchdown. We do have a flag on the field.
3 carries, 54 yards for Veter. There's a flag on the play, but it's way down in the end zone. I think was there a little extra celebration going on? Let's see. Because Veter was running all by himself. Once he turned that corner, one of his receivers peeled back and made a block, and then he found a running lane, and he was off to the races. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Mountain Crest.
Unsportsmanlike conduct called against Mountain Crest.
And they're going to assess it on the kickoff. Mountain Crest going to they're going to kick it. Let's see. Yeah, Benson the holder. Ty Wells runs out there late, and they need him because he's the snapper. Good snap, good hold. Tall kick, and it fades to the right. 11:47 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest leading 20-0.
We're gonna give it a free nachos when they buy a large pizza. They just gotta mention to us and say, we hear they are in the Cache Valley Channel.
And look at that deliciousness that they're gonna get right here. A free nacho. So anybody following the Valley Channel, you come in, you say, we saw this ad on the Valley Channel and we'd like to claim the free nachos.
Say, we're gonna give you a free nacho. You earn your nachos right there, automatic.
Judson Wales going to kick it off after the missed PAT. It's 20-0. Mountain Crest with the lead. Everything going right for the Mustangs. This after the penalty, they're going to be kicking it from way back. This one's picked up on the roll at about the 30-yard line, returned up to the 38.
Number 11, Zachary Clark, receives for
Zachary Clark returns it.
Taken down by number 8, Austin Long.
And Hillcrest really needs to get something going.
Hillcrest will take a first down.
As the Mustangs are pulling away. With 11:40 to play in the half. Mountain Crest with a 3-score lead. Vale goes in motion. They're going to give it to him on that fly sweep. Nothing there. In fact, he's going to lose yardage. It's Lee that takes him down out there.
Taken down by number 2, Terrell Lee.
For a loss of about 4.
For a loss of 3.
And a holding call against Hillcrest as well. Let's see if they're going to take the penalty. They're going to decline the penalty.
Also holding against Hillcrest, decline. That'll be second. 7-14. On the Hillcrest 33-yard.
They tried that fly sweep to get Vale around the edge, and Lee was there to shut it down. They kept making him run for the sideline. He couldn't find a lane to turn it up. Moore back in at quarterback after being just blasted the last time out. And here's Folger doing it again as he takes a shot on Braxton Bosch. That one way over Bosch's head. You see Moore kind of same thing we were talking about with Lofthouse early. He's on the move and he's not getting his shoulders around and kind of sailing on him. He's a junior as well, is Moore.
14 on their own 33-yard line.
That's a hard thing to do when you're throwing on the move. Some guys can just have that natural ability. Others have a natural ability but still need to work on it to perfect it. On 3rd and long, they run a little delay. Try to catch the Mustangs in a pass defense.
Handoff to number 40.
And they can't do it. DeCaro loses a yard.
Brought down by number 33, Elijah Jackson.
And Elijah Jackson is there again. Double, triple, bringing him down.
Number 48 will punt. 48 Zachary Erickson.
So Erickson back to punt for Hillcrest. Lopez and Lee standing at their own 35-yard line.
Back to receive from Mountain Crest. Terrell Lee, Tony Lopez.
Good punt by Erickson. He kicks it over the head of both of the returners. Good kick, and this one's going to roll down to about the 16-yard line. So 17-yard line for the first time tonight. The Mustangs have a lot of green in front of them.
17-yard line.
They've been making hay in the Huskies field. Up to this point, 10-20 to play in the first half. Mountain Crest having a good time, 20-0 in a non-region game in a short week. Mountain Crest wanting to just see if they can get it clicking, and so far they have tonight. Lofthouse has 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right, and a back in the backfield with him. He's going to follow that back. And he's grabbed right about the line of scrimmage, but keeps on churning, and they're not going to blow that whistle because he's still going. 6 yards for Lofthouse.
Lofthouse keeps it. Met by the Hillcrest defense.
The whole pack of Huskies, or Huckies, whichever.
For a 5-yard, 6-yard gain.
Took him down. 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
You know, this midweek game, a lot of different coaches have different philosophies. Most coaches want to play it. Now, a lot of them aren't this year because we all know why. And the same reason all of our lives are disrupted. And Some coaches were trying to find other games. Coaches and ADs were trying to find, hey, do you want to play? Do you want to play? And I know some of them just kind of gave up and said, look, let's just take the week off. As Lofthouse steps out of trouble, runs into his own lineman. Now he throws it on as he's being pulled down, hits his man out of the backfield, and he's out to the 50-yard line. 27 yards for Veeder. Lofthouse doing his best John Elway impression. Veeder with another grab. Veeder with 44 yards on 2 catches. He's also got 54 yards rushing, 3 carries, and a touchdown. And it looked like Hillcrest had Lofthouse wrapped up. And he got away and found Veeder, who'd snuck out of the backfield. Veeder took it on the run near midfield. About 25 yards. Here's the give to, I believe it's Veeder. He picks up 8. Eight-yard gain and a timeout on the field. Hillcrest wants to talk about this one a little bit. 62 yards on 4 carries for Veeder, but we go back to what we were talking about before the play a moment ago, and these coaches, they like to keep a game because if you're one of those, if you're Skyview, Ridgeline, Green Canyon, and you're probably getting a first-round bye, if you don't play this week, you now got 2 weeks off. Well, that's good to get kids healed up because football's a tough sport. And by the time you've played 10 games, there's little nagging injuries and dings, and some kids, very few are 100%. But there's also that sharp factor, right? If all you're doing is practicing for a couple of weeks, that's fine, but coaches would rather play the games.
2nd and 2.
We'll talk a little bit more about RPI and possible playoff matchups here as this game wears on. But the final RPI comes out on the 17th of October, which is Saturday morning. So we won't know for sure what the matchups will be. No one will know until Saturday morning. Lofthouse is going to keep right up the middle. He's grabbed and finally hauled down.
Quarterback keeper.
7 yards for Lofthouse.
7 yards. That'll give Mountain Crest another first down.
6 carries, 43 yards for Lofthouse. And the Mustangs keep marching with just over 8 minutes to play in the first half and a 20-0 lead. Nielsen comes to the sideline, along with, I think that was Tyson Croft. Yeah, it's Tyson Croft. The team leader in sacks is Croft. Here's Lofthouse in trouble, steps out of it, keeping his eyes downfield, and this one incomplete.
Lofthouse scrambles, attempts.
His receiver got smacked in the back just as the ball got there. Good job defensively by Hillcrest. Put pressure on Lofthouse, and then they didn't let him find anybody downfield. And it's 2nd down. Veeder comes back into the ball game. Carson Olson, the sophomore, comes to the sideline as Veeder joins Lofthouse in the backfield on 2nd and 10. Lofthouse trying to set up a screen. It's a little tunnel screen inside to Lopez. Lopez ducks under one tackle try, and he picks up about 4, and it'll be 3rd and 6. Saw him practicing that play in warm-ups.
That'll be 3rd and 6 for Mountain Crest.
They were running that play in the pregame. Ran it a couple of times, trying to get it right. You're running right back into the defense. Lopez ducked under one tackler, couldn't pick up the first down. Here's the pitch out to Veeder, and he's not going to get the first down.
Lofthouse pitches to number 13.
Picking up 3, and it's going to be 4th down and 2.
Down by number 49, Juan Rendon.
5 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown for Veeder, and the Mustangs keep the offense on the field on 4th and 2 at the 30-yard line of Hillcrest. Mountain Crest already leads in this ball game 20-0. Two backs in the backfield. Lofthouse gonna keep it. Looking underneath, he's got a couple of guys. He hits the first one. The underneath receiver who's down almost to the 15-yard line. Pick up a 14 on 4th and 2. It's Lee that picks it up.
Good for a Mountain Crest first down.
Well, Lofthouse had 2 receivers if he wanted them.
Tackle was made by number 46, Braden Broyles.
So the Mustangs now at the 16-yard line. 5:45 to play in the half. Mountain Crest looking for more points. Turn and give, and a pickup of about 4.
Lofthouse hands off to number 13, Dante McMurtry. Brought down by number 5, Talon Yates.
McMurtry in there gets the carry.
Gain of 3. Mountain Crest 2nd and 7.
Dante McMurtry is a
The Hillcrest 13-yard line.
sophomore. 2nd and 7. Lofthouse going to hand it again. Ball carries Veeder, and he's pushed back after picking up a couple.
Lofthouse hands off to number 6, Emilio Veeder.
He only picks up about a yard. So it's 3rd down again.
3rd and 6 for Mountain Crest.
All at the 12-yard line. They need to get down to the 6. It's 3rd and 6. As we're coming up on 4 minutes to play in the half. Lofthouse fakes the give. He's in trouble. Little jump pass, and he's got his man. It's Benson. Down to the 4-yard line. And a gain of 9 on 3rd down and 6.
Carson Olsen. Good for a Mountain Crest first down. Tackle made by number 49, Juan Rendon. 1st and goal on the 4-yard line.
1st and goal for the Mustangs again. We're under 4 minutes to play in this first half. Hillcrest just can't seem to find an answer defensively for Mountain Crest. Veeder, the tailback. Lofthouse is going to keep it, and that pile is moving. No signal yet. Touchdown. Lofthouse from 3 yards out with his 2nd touchdown run of the night. 7 carries, 46 yards, and 2 touchdowns for the junior. So Wells back on for the PAT.
Judd Wells, the extra point.
Wells' kick is good. That's 27-0 Mountain Crest. with just over 3 minutes to play in the half.
Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology. Bring back what you've been missing. Bring back Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology.
Mountain Crest wearing out this Hillcrest defense. It's 27-0. Hillcrest offensively has run 12 plays. I'll tell you how many Mountain Crest has run after this kick. It kicks out of bounds, and so Hillcrest will get the ball in decent starting position. So the Mustangs have run 27 plays to 12. So more than double the play output offensively. So you got to think that Hillcrest defense got to be a little bit tired.
Hillcrest will pick it up at the 35-yard.
Pretty good breeze blowing out there as well. A cool breeze in Hiram in mid-October. What else would you expect? We've been doing this for a lot of years, and we've shot plenty of games in snowstorms at this time of year. Vale goes in motion. They fake the give to him. Moore unloads to a man down the seam, and Moore overthrows him. The safety was there. Was it the safety? I think it was Veeder who was running with him at that linebacker spot. Whoever it was there. Yeah, it was Veeder. They tried to find
and number 11,
Yates. Moore's coming all the way to the sideline.
2nd and 10, and Hillcrest 35.
They're going to go with another quarterback. Yates is going to be back at quarterback. And they've used both quarterbacks this season. They fake the give, Yates going to keep it. Yates back to the line of scrimmage. 3 carries, 4 yards for Yates.
Brought down by number 17, Tyson Clark.
Talon Yates, the senior,
and Elijah
and a
Jackson.
timeout on the field. Mountain Crest calls the timeout. They want to get the ball back. They want to score some more points.
Timeout on the field on Mountain Crest.
Yates is their leading rusher on the season. They put him back in at quarterback. Vale, their leading receiver. But offensively, just nothing happening for Hillcrest. They've got 4 yards rushing. They've got 5 yards
Game of interest.
passing.
The Mountain Crest girls soccer team.
And they just cannot get anything
They'll
going.
be playing the 2nd round against Ridgeline on Saturday. Let's hear it for the girls soccer team.
No other Valley teams playing tonight. Your non-region games, you got Fremont and Farmington, Cottonwood and Judge, Kanab and North Summit, Mountain Ridge and Spanish Fork, Provo, Northridge, Stansbury, Timview, and Woods Cross and Mountain View. Yates looking to unload it, in trouble. Now finally unloads it. Ball doesn't get back to the line of scrimmage. Are they going to throw a flag? They did not. They said there was a receiver within about 7 yards as Yates scrambled around, kept that one alive. It's worked for Lofthouse a couple of times, but it didn't work for Yates. So with 2:57 to play in the half, Mountain Crest is going to get the ball back.
Back to punt, number 48, Zachary Erickson, to receive Mountain Crest. Number 7, Tony Lopez. Number 2,
Erickson
Terrell Lee.
kicks it away. Boy, they just about got to him. He goes down, no flag. And there comes a flag on the return. Lee takes it out across the 40 to about the 42-yard line. There's a flag back at the 32-yard line on this near side. Probably a hold on Mountain Crest. And it's illegal use of the hands on the Mustangs.
That call is holding against the Mustangs.
And it's back at, well, it's about the 33-yard line, so they'll mark it off from there. Mountain Crest offense back on the field, 3 and out.
Penalty will bring it back.
All night long for Hillcrest.
Will take a first down at their own 23
Mountain Crest with their 3rd penalty. .243 to play in the half as the wind picks up. You can probably hear it in our crowd mic. Lofthouse looks underneath. And it's complete.
Lofthouse dumps it to number 10, Carson Olson.
That's to Olson.
Tackled by Hillcrest, number 27.
And it's a loss. 4 yards.
Crest will take 2nd, 14.
Lofthouse is 8 of 11.
19-yard line.
He's got 104 yards. Now everybody goes but the center this time.
False start on Mountain Crest. We'll take it back. 14-yard line.
Looking at the wrong line. Lofthouse is actually 10 of 14 for 104 yards and a touchdown here in this first half. .221 yards total offense for Mountain Crest in the half. And a chance to add to it after the penalty. It's 2nd and 20. Lofthouse is going to keep grabbed and thrown down after a short gain.
Lofthouse keeps the ball.
Boy, he was twisted down awkwardly. 3 yards for Lofthouse. He hops back up.
I
think it was David Quintero that took him down. And he took him down hard. As we're under a minute to play here in Hiram. Mountain Crest leads 27-0 over 5A Hillcrest. Third and long for the Mustangs. Here's the give to Veeder. He's got some running room out across the 30 up to the 34-yard line. He's got a first down. A 20-yard run.
Lofthouse gives it to number 6, Male Veeder. That'll be good for Mountain Crest first down. Tackled by number 49, Juan Render.
Mustangs 4 of 5 on third downs, and on the one that they didn't convert, they converted on fourth down. Lee brings the play in from the sideline. Clock's running with 20 seconds left in the half. Mountain Crest not using any timeouts. They already have a very comfortable lead. Lofthouse is going to hand it off. Got a 3-yard gain. And
hand off to Terrell Lee.
To Terrell Lee, and that's going to be the end of the half. All Mustangs here in Hiram. It's 27-0. Mountain Crest leading Hillcrest. You're watching the game of the week.
Talent is important in every sport, but when you get on the field, it's who wants it more, who's willing to work harder for it. And that's what I love about it.
He was about 5 years old, and we went to a little routine eye check, and it turns out that he couldn't see with his left eye at all.
You know, your eyes are a pair, they're a duo, and amblyopia comes in when one of them gives up.
One eye is so much stronger than the other that the weak eye stops working, so you have to strengthen it.
I had wore a patch on my eye to school every day, and I just felt not as good as everyone else. I would come home and I'd cry sometimes because I was the freak of the school.
There were times when I got so angry on his behalf. How can these other kids treat you this way?
But it made me realize it's not that everyone's better than me, I just have to work harder than everyone. I needed to keep going until it made my eye stronger. So I wore that patch every day for 5 years, and when I finally got to take that patch off for the last time, it had made me a completely different person. But I still struggle with depth perception, things that come naturally to other defenders on the field, I have to work for. I was going to the gym and I was a much stronger player. I was no longer the guy getting pushed off the ball, I was the guy bodying people.
For technical ability, he's off the charts. He's an absolute winner, always gets the job done.
When you're fighting, you're struggling, you're working hard with your team, you're putting forth everything that you have, and then when you finally put the ball in the back of the net, it's the most beautiful feeling in the world. If you work hard at something, you can be successful. You can beat the odds. You just can't give up. My left eye gave up on me, but I didn't want to give up on my eye.
Linda, you're going to tell us a little bit about your story today, and we'll start with how come you had to have hearing aids originally?
Well, I think it comes down through my family. My grandmother was very hard of hearing, and so I started noticing that at work, if I was in a meeting, everyone else was comfortable in hearing what was being said, and I'm sitting forward in my chair, and I can't hear. And then a lot of my job was dealing with people on the phone, and when they would call, and I'd say, "I'm sorry, I didn't hear that," and they'd repeat it in about the same tone, and I still didn't hear them. By the time I said 3 times, they were irritated and thought I was stupid.
Which you're clearly not, but that does happen.
So it was frustrating. So we had tried a couple of things. You know, they tried giving me a little booster thing on the phone, and that didn't work. And so I just thought, I just need to go get hearing aids, and let's just do it. So
you went and got hearing aids, and you were happy with them. They helped you out, I'm sure.
Yes. In fact, they were really surprised because when I went back, they're like, "Oh, wow, you're wearing these this many hours," and I'm like, "Yes." That's why I wanted hearing aids, so I could hear. And I was happy with them and happy with the service. But when I retired, I needed a little bit different kind of support than I had before. So my son had come here to Dr. Danes, as my son, who was in his 30s at the time he was getting hearing aids.
So it really is a family thing, isn't it? Yeah.
He has it from both sides of the family.
Oh, poor thing.
Guy. Yeah. So he just said, "Hey, I really think, Mom, I think you'd like to come to this guy." So I thought, okay, I'll give it a try. Okay. And he's been fantastic.
Yeah. Tell us a few of the qualities that you like about Dr. Danes. I know he's very much customer service oriented, isn't he?
Yes, very much. And not difficult to get into, and willing sometimes if I just needed to stop by, you know, I can pick up some batteries or he'll take a look at them, and I didn't have to even, you know, worry about if it was going to be convenient, make an appointment. I could come. And
you've been coming now, of course, to Dr. Danes here at Cache Valley Hearing for several years, and have you recommended him to anybody?
Yes, I have. And in fact, I just found out that a really good friend of mine and her husband have been in just recently. And so I'm excited to talk to them. I hope that they feel the same way I do.
Oh, I'm sure they will. One thing Dr. Danes is famous for is his customer service.
Yes, very much so. And I have so appreciated it. Yeah. And very easy to talk to and very willing to help. So.
And just can't ever do enough for you, is what we hear all the time. He's always here for you and can't ever do enough for you.
That is absolutely right. And he upgraded my hearing aids for me, when I got to that point, and it's been very successful.
Good.
So I've appreciated that too.
Good. So if you are in need of hearing aids or even just a hearing test, you're not sure, follow Linda's recommendation and come in and see Dr. Daines. Thank you so much, Linda.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Fernando, before we go any further, let's remind people that you are open here at the factory, and you have been open all this time, and business is really good, and you'd still want to invite people in.
The factory's been doing good, even this thing going in town and all over the world. We appreciate all the people from Cache Valley supporting all of these months and all these years, but this last month's been harder. But we're still here, and we don't plan to go anywhere.
Right. Well, you've been here a long time. Not you personally, but the factory's been here for decades, really.
Yeah, I've been here for 28 years, so that's a long time. Yeah. But I'm still happy to do my job, and I still enjoy it. And I appreciate the whole people of Cache Valley and out of Cache Valley to support the factory, and thanks to, and hopefully we do the best we can. And actually, we want to offer special for the people following in the Cache Valley channel. Okay. We're going to give it a free nachos when they buy a large pizza. They just got to mention to us and say, we hear they out in the Cache Valley channel, and you owe us a nacho. And we will honor the offer anytime.
And look at that deliciousness that they're going to get right here. A free nacho. So anybody following the Valley channel, you come in, you say, we saw this ad on the Valley channel, and we'd like to claim the free nachos, because they're not going to get it, are they, unless they mention the ad?
That's correct. Yeah, if they don't mention, we don't can give it to anybody. But if you mention, we sign you, say we're going to give you a free nacho. You earn your nachos right there, automatic.
And there they are, so good looking. Tell us a little bit about other things that have been going on. You're busy here all the time. You have certain nights, don't you, that you do things on?
We have a Monday night special for the families to come. Yeah. They get a couple drinks for free when they come on Monday nights. And we have a Wednesday night for the college kids, and people want to get a little bit out of this stress relief, we call it. We have $1 draft and a $4 nachos, and I think that's a pretty good way to the kids to go out of the campus for a couple hours and study and come enjoy a good time to the factory.
Definitely. Tell us where we are, Fernando, and how we can find you guys.
We're located in 119 South Main in the basement. So anytime, we open 7 days a week from 11 to 11, or on the weekends 11 to midnight. And when the game's on, we stay open long as we need. And people knows me. If you call me later and I'm still here, I'm still gonna make you food.
Yeah, because you do support local sports, right?
Yeah, I support, like Logan High, Mount Crest, Skyview, Raceline, Green Canyon, the Aggies. After the games, a lot of people come, and that's how we stay in business, just by the local people support me. So I'm happy to do what I do.
Well, definitely a local institution that we're all really glad you're still here. And you're right here on Main Street. You can't miss it. It says the factory right outside here. Come on down. Claim your free nachos, because it doesn't get much better than free nachos, especially here at the factory. Thanks so much, Fernando.
Well, thank you, and I appreciate you guys for all the support for all these years, and hopefully we'll be here for a long time.
You will.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Fernando, the factory, very much a Cache Valley institution, and we're still glad that you're around after all these years.
Yeah, you know, I've been here for a long time, and I'm still happy to be here. And hopefully we don't change anything. People like what we do, and that's a good thing, because we've been have a good response for the Cache Valley people. I never thought I had that many people or persons or friends or whatever you want to call it. They're good people. They've been showing me they care for me and the factory, and I'm here to take care of what I needed. And if I do something wrong, I appreciate it when they let me know so I can fix it or do something about it to make it the best we can out of the factory.
So of course now at the moment they've got a super deal on here. It's free nachos when you order a large pizza, but they have to mention that they've seen it on the Valley Channel, right?
That's correct, because you know a lot of people, they don't have many packages of TV or whatever, so we want to support those people. They've been watching you guys and they supported me, and I like it when they come and mention, say, you know, we saw you out in the TV. It made me happy. People still remember the factory, and we want to do to appreciate those persons. We're here for them.
Well, you're always very appreciative because you're always giving things away and good deals like this. But of course, it's not just nachos and it's not just pizza. Tell us some of the other things that are on your menu.
Oh, you know, we have really good sandwiches. We have pastas too, and you know, we have desserts. We just mix it up a little bit what we can think we can do good, and people been responding really well. You know, and I want to do a special offer for like Tuesday night. You know, we want to do Halloween special from 5 to 6, only 1 hour, 50 cents Halloween. It's a Tuesday, every Tuesday.
Every Tuesday. Well, you can't say fairer than that, can you? Tell us where you are and how people can find you.
Yeah, we are located in 119 South Main in the basement, and we'd be happy to serve you anytime you come and call us for all your parties or events. We can do pizza parties or sandwiches, those 6-7 foot long sandwiches. We're well to make it for them.
Lots and lots of nachos because they're darn good. Thank you so much, Fernando.
Thank you, and I appreciate you guys for all the support you do in the Cache Valley, and all those people, my friends. They're not my customers. I consider my friends these days. Thank you.
Thank you.
We started Palmer Home Furnishings 17 years ago on 10th West, and we started Mountain Ridge Furniture a couple years ago out here on the Highway Blue. Not really planned. We had somebody purchase our building on 10th West. The result was for us to merge the two businesses and bring it all into one out here in Providence. 3 blocks south of Macy's out here on the highway. You can't miss it. If you drive on the highway in Providence, you can't miss it.
Fernando, you just love your customers, and your customers obviously love you. A lot of places have closed down during the last few months, but you've kept going. And at the moment, you're celebrating all that customer loyalty with this fabulous free nacho deal when somebody orders a large pizza.
Yeah, you know, we happy and lucky we've been open this whole time.
Yeah.
And it's slowed down the business a little bit, but some days we're really busy. And I understand it's hard to make everybody happy, but we're doing the best we can, and we try to prevent anything we can to get safe.
Yeah.
And so far,
Game of the Week on the Valley Channel is brought to you by Icon Health and Fitness, changing lives with fitness innovation. Wendy's of Cache Valley, it's way better than fast food, it's Wendy's. Cache Valley Hearing and Audiology, bring back what you have been missing. Palmer Home Furnishings, our low overhead means higher quality at lower prices. Aspen Dental, get that gorgeous smile you've always wanted. Custom Fence Company, privacy, security, peace of mind. Anderson Seed and Garden, growing better gardeners. The Logo Shop, we logo stuff, all kinds of stuff. KSM means music. Music is all we do. The Factory Pizzeria, we're open late after the game. And the Valley Channel, Cache Valley's TV station for over 30 years. Mount Crest dominated the first half in the stats and on the scoreboard. They lead 27-0 as we get ready to start the second half. Eric Olson along with you as we get ready to start the last 24 minutes of the 2020 regular season. Mountain Crest got to play every one of their games. In fact, I think it was only one Valley team up until tonight that was really experienced a schedule shift or missed a game, and that was Ridgeline, because Cypress couldn't play the game earlier in the year because they had those COVID problems. You could say that some other schools were experiencing it tonight because of the teams had to drop some games and such because they shifted things around. That's why Ridgeline's not playing tonight. They were going to play Viewmont, but Viewmont had to miss a regular season game, and it was a region game, so they decided to play that region game tonight. So I believe it's Viewmont and Bountiful that are playing tonight.
Back to receive, number 2, Terrell Lee, and number 6, Mayo Veeder.
Lee and Veeder back to receive. Mountain Crest with 246 total yards in the first half, 142 on the ground, 104 in the air, 86 on 7 carries and a touchdown for Veeder. Lofthouse had 49 on 8 carries and 2 touchdowns. Lofthouse was 10 of 14, 104 yards and a touchdown through the air. Veeder is the leading receiver with 44 yards on 2 catches. Lopez 3 catches for 24 yards. Lee 2 for 16. Benson 2 for 24 and a touchdown. Olson caught one but was grabbed behind the line of scrimmage for a 4-yard loss. Mountain Crest puts 8 more points on the board. We got a running clock the rest of the half. Collins will split to this side, and 3 receivers to the far side, and Veeder in the backfield with Lofthouse. Lofthouse going to keep it and follow Veeder. 2 yards.
Lofthouse keeps it for a couple yards
for the junior. Lofthouse has got some tools. We've talked about it before. You see him, he'll miss 2 or 3 guys that, man, he should have hit him, and you wonder, oh my gosh, and he gets his footwork right, gets his shoulders around, and maybe hits those guys, and then you see him make a couple of throws where he's on the move and he puts it right on the money. The Mustangs feel like they've got something to work with in the junior as he picks up a couple of more yards.
For another couple of yards.
And it'll be 3rd down and 6.
By number 50, Gavin Hall.
4 of 5 on 3rd downs for Mountain Crest, and on the 1 3rd down that they didn't convert, they went for it on 4th down and converted then. So they haven't had to bring their punter out. Lofthouse will put it in the air, and he throws it behind his receiver. Boy, Lee had the inside leverage. He was running down the seam, and Lofthouse threw it behind him. If he puts it on him, he might score. Instead, it's 3 and out for the Mustangs. Hillcrest with only 9 yards in the first half, 4 yards rushing, 5 yards passing, 9 total yards.
Travis Leisure will punt for Mount Crest.
They only ran 14 plays. Just could not keep their offense on the field. Boy, they punted this one. They had to get it away in a hurry because there was some pressure coming.
Punt rolls to.
And it rolls.
The Hillcrest 40-yard line.
About the Hillcrest 48-yard line. In fact, they're going to bring it up and say it touched one of the Mustangs at the 45. So it touched one of the Mountain Crest players at the 45-yard line, and that is where Hillcrest will start. Trailing 27-0 with 10:22 to play in the third quarter. Moore started at quarterback for Hillcrest, and then they went to Yates. They're gone back to Moore. Yates is split wide to the left. And Erickson joins him out there. Ball's on the turf. 3 Mustangs are there, and they come up with it. So for everything that's gone wrong for Hillcrest tonight, turning the ball over hasn't been one of them until now. Stockton Nilsson and a couple of other Mustangs were there, and Mountain Crest takes over at the 45-yard line. Mountain Crest went 3 and out on their first possession. See if they sharpen it up here. 3 receivers to this side. They send Olsen in motion. Lofthouse is going that way. Beater out in front. Lofthouse cuts it back inside, and then he's bulldogged down for a gain of 2.
Tackled by number 67, Max Greenwood. Gaining 3 yards.
Greenwood takes him down.
2nd and 7. Mountain Crest 47-yard line.
It's a beautiful day today. It was a nice evening, but that's a cold breeze that's blowing out there. I think you can hear it in our crowd mic probably a little bit. You look at the flag out in the south end zone, it's whipping around pretty good. Lofthouse rolls out, throws back across, and it falls incomplete.
Lofthouse rolls to the right. Pass intended for number 7, Tony Lopez.
Lopez was the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down and 8. A long 7 if you're a glass half full kind of person.
Coverage on number 28, Aiden Coleman.
2x2 for Lofthouse. Veeder in the backfield with him. The way Veeders run the ball tonight, they could hand it off, but instead they're going to throw over the middle. This one's knocked up in the air and just about intercepted by Vale. He's looking for Collins, and it'll be 4th down. Mountain Crest for the 2nd time here in this second half goes 3 and out. Lofthouse 0 of his last 3.
Mountain Crest number 82, Travis Leisure, back to punt.
Again, kick it away quickly, and it rolls out of bounds at about the 32-yard line.
Punt rolls out of bounds at the 33-yard line. As the Hillcrest offense goes to the field.
Only about a 20-yard punt. Crest offense back out on the field. They turned it over on their first play of the second half, but Mountain Crest not able to do anything with it. Moore has it knocked down by Nielsen. Nielsen is hoofing it out to the flat. He knocks it down.
Down by number 30. Stopping Nielsen.
Man, they spotted that all the way to the 33. Looked like on the punt that it died about the 32. They got an extra 3 feet. Vale to this side, 3 receivers to the far side for Hillcrest. They're going to run a little screen, and Mountain Crest sniffed it out.
Screen pass from Gabriel Moore, incomplete, intended for number 48.
And Moore hasn't completed a pass since the first quarter. He's 2 of 8. And he took a big hit early in that first half. He was on 3rd down and he had to be helped to the sideline. He's toughing it out. Yates played quarterback late in the first half, and that was the change that came from the sideline. 3-man front for Mountain Crest as Vale goes in motion. They fake the give. Moore's got a pocket, he unloads. Man running for it, and he's going to be 3 yards short of it.
Moore's pass intended for number 5.
He was looking
Yates.
for Yates. Yates couldn't get there.
Veter on the coverage.
Veter had good coverage. He overthrew Yates by about 3 yards. And Hillcrest will punt again. 0 for 5 on 3rd downs.
Back to punt for Hillcrest, number 40. Wayne DeCara.
Angling that one to the sidelines is Erickson. And he boots it out of bounds at about the 28-yard line, and that's where Mountain Crest takes over, leading 27-0 with 8:49 to play in the 3rd quarter. An uneventful 3rd quarter thus far. No events happening in this 3rd quarter. That is a word that everyone would love to hear more this year. Uneventful. Lofthouse is going to keep. Lofthouse spun down out near the 40-yard line. McMurtry was in the backfield with Lofthouse.
Lofthouse follows number 13, Dante McMurtry.
It's an 11-yard gain.
For an 11-yard gain.
First down.
Another first down.
First down in the second half for the Mustangs. This is their 3rd possession.
Brought down by number 49, Vaughn Rendon.
Lofthouse back to throw. Nothing there, so he's going to take off. He still hasn't crossed the line of scrimmage. Looks downfield. Finds his man out near the markers.
To the right. Finds number 18, Zeb Benson.
Benson picks up 10. Benson 3 catches, 34 yards, and a touchdown on senior night. Oh, and it's coming back. Penalty on the Mustangs. Didn't see the call. I wonder if Lofthouse was across the line of scrimmage.
Take it back 5 yards.
He was really close, and he turned around and
first and 15 for Mountain Crest.
went back. It may have been an ineligible man downfield as well. It's on the 5-yard loss because it's still first down. Lofthouse to Lopez. Lopez, the 40-yard line.
Lofthouse finds Lopez.
Scampers out to the 42. And a pickup of 7.
There's second and 7 for Mountain on their own 42-yard line.
Lopez with 31 yards on 4 catches for the evening. Veter in the wing, two receivers to each side. Veter's going out into the pattern. Lofthouse throws it over the head of his intended receiver just across midfield. It was Lopez coming back to it, and it sailed over his head. It's going to be 3rd down.
7.
Third and 7. Mountain looking for their first 3rd down conversion of the half. Lofthouse in trouble. Not going to get out of it. That one didn't get back to the line of scrimmage, and there was no receiver near, and there's the flag. That's going to be an intentional grounding. Yeah, it's an easy call. The only guy even close to it was a lineman. So a couple of penalties back the Mustangs up, and they'll have to punt on 4th and long.
4th and long. Back to punt again, number 82, Travis Leisure.
Lofthouse lost 10 yards, and then the penalty on top of it. Trouble, and Hillcrest is in business inside the 5-yard line. Mountain Crest didn't have to punt in the first half. They've had to punt here in the 3rd, and it's been a little bit of a rodeo.
Brought down by number 48, Zachary Erickson. Hillcrest will pick it up.
Hillcrest takes over at the 5-yard line.
5-yard line. 1st and goal, Hillcrest.
Well, Hillcrest in scoring position. Here's the give. Pickup of 1. Yates with the carry.
Second goal on the 4-yard line.
Second and goal, and that power eye look. Give it to Yates again. Yates cuts it back inside to the end zone. Touchdown, Hillcrest.
Gabriel Moore hands off to number 5 again. Tal Yates in for a Hillcrest touchdown.
So Hillcrest gets on the board with 6:08 to play in the 3rd quarter. Mountain Crest's last possession was a comedy of errors. Penalties. Passes that sailed wide, and then they have trouble with the punt, and Hillcrest cashes in 27-7. Mountain Crest still leads, 6:08 to play in the 3rd. Hillcrest takes advantage of the Mustang miscues, and they get on the board 27-7. The 5-yard drive. I think we're going to see just a little squib type of kick, just a little straight shot. Mountain Crest expecting it too. They got some hands guys in there. I don't think they're going to kick it down the field. I think they're going to kick it right at somebody. Oh, they kick it down the field.
Owens kick back to the end zone. Mountain Crest
They punch it right out of the end zone, and Mountain Crest will take over at the 20. Still leading 27-7. Mountain Crest had their hands guys in there. They thought maybe Hillcrest might try to just squib it or fire it at that front line. Hillcrest went ahead and kicked it away. Hillcrest with more rushing yards on that last 5-yard drive than they had in the first half. They had 4 yards rushing in the first half. Mountain Crest tries to reestablish the run game. Lofthouse in a lot of trouble. Picks up 2.
Take it up for a 2-yard gain. Tackled by number 50, Gavin Hawley.
Gavin Hawley, the leading tackler for Hillcrest, brought Lofthouse down. There were a lot of white jerseys in the backfield. Hillcrest, I don't know what they've done differently here in this second half, but defensively they've been able to clamp down a little bit. What a grab out there by, I believe that's Benson. That looked like that was a pick and going the other way.
Preston Lofthouse finds number 18.
And it ends up being 21 yards.
21-yard gain. That'll be good for Mountain Crest. First down.
3 for 45 for Benson. (12 of 20 for Lofthouse, 132 yards and a score. Lofthouse stands in. This one too tall for Collins.
Lofthouse intended pass to number 27, Zane Collins. Coverage on by number 28.
2nd and 10.
Give Mountain Crest 2nd and 10 on their own 37-yard line. 38-yard.
Mustangs spent most of the first half in Hillcrest's end of the field. Came out of there with 27 points. This second half, they haven't really been able to move the ball and take advantage of good field position because they haven't had good field position. Lofthouse underneath. Looks like Lee snags that one out of the air and picks up about 7, and there's a flag.
There's a flag on the
See if we got some extracurricular
knocked out of bounds.
going on there after the 7-yard gain. It's Lee's 3rd catch of the night. He's got 23 yards on 3 grabs. Personal foul, face mask, Hillcrest.
Face mask called on Hillcrest.
Hillcrest's 3rd penalty of the ball game, only their first penalty since the first quarter. Mountain Crest with 5 penalties on the night.
Mountain Crest first down.
And that one moves Mountain Crest clear down to the Hillcrest 40-yard line. 4.5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 27-7 Mustangs. We saw Camden Oswald early in this ball game get hurt on a short run near the goal line. He's down on the sidelines. He's got his pads off, wearing his Letterman's jacket, still has his football pants on, and he's got crutches. Unfortunate for the senior. Hopefully it's nothing too serious. Here's the give to the first man through, a gain of about 3. Didn't see who that was.
Lofthouse hands off to number 10, Carson Olsen. Brought down by number 49, Juan Redmond. Second and 7.
Mustangs started at their own 20-yard line. They're at the 37 now of Hillcrest. And Mountain Crest moved early. Oh, they didn't stop the play or throw the flag. Now they do. And Lopez makes a great catch.
Lofthouse finds number 7, Tony Lopez. There was a flag on the play.
The tackle at the left tackle. I don't know if it was the tackle or the tight end. It was the moved early and then got back down and set. And nobody threw a flag. That's why I wondered if it was the tight end, but he was already set when he moved, so it's another penalty on Mountain Crest.
Second and 12.
Collins comes back into the ball game for Mountain Crest. Places Kropf. Lofthouse waits too long. Down he goes.
Lofthouse to the sack. Move the ball back.
7-yard loss. As Lofthouse is sacked again. It's the 3rd time tonight. Hillcrest defensively in the second half, making things a little more difficult on Mountain Crest. Mustangs have been outscored 7-0 in this quarter. They still enjoy a 27-7 advantage. 2.5 minutes left in the third, and the Mustangs have 3rd and long. 3rd and 19. They get the screen going, looking for Veeder. And he picks up a few, but not many. Picks up about 4.
Lofthouse finds Veeder on the screen pass. 4th and 15.
Veeder 3 catches, 48 yards. Mountain Crest to be forced to punt again. Deegan Anderson a little late getting on the field. Now they get him on there. Good snap. Low line drive kick takes a good bounce. If you're wearing orange, and that one's going to go inside the 10 down to the 9-yard line.
Hillcrest 8-yard line.
37 yards on the kick, and Hillcrest backed up deep into their own territory. Mountain Crest with the 20-point lead, 27-7, 2:05 to play in the third quarter. Hillcrest scored in this quarter. Mountain Crest shut out in the quarter so far. Hillcrest came out and they held Mountain Crest to 3 and out, but then they got the ball back and turned it over on their first play of the second half. Now they're going to run with that power look again. Yates is going to throw. He throws downfield, and
Yates' intended receiver,
his receiver, Vale, ran into a defender about 7 yards down the field, and he turns around and holds his hands out like, hey. He thought maybe it should have been a defensive penalty, and they didn't call.
Pass interference on Mountain Crest.
Oh, they did call it. Didn't see the flag. While they mark that off, I know when you watch our games, you see the ads for the Factory Pizzeria. I mean, they have some of the best pizza around, and there's great pizza in Cache Valley. There's great pizza joints. Factory right up there with any of them. Second to none. Their crust, man, their crust is just different from anybody else's. Here's the give right up the middle, and nothing doing. And it's Jackson, 4-yard loss for Hillcrest. But the Factory is open late. You get free nachos with a pizza.
By number 33, Elijah Jackson.
And every night is pizza night.
Gives Hillcrest a second.
So go get yourself a pizza at the Factory Pizzeria. Call it in right now. Call it in right now. This game will get over here in about 20 minutes. You can go in and get it and enjoy the rest of your evening. Second and long. Moore's going to pitch it back to Yates. Yates looking for the corner. He's got blocking out there. He turns the corner. Picks up pretty good yardage.
Gabriel Moore pitches it to Jeremy Vale, number 26.
8 yards. That actually went to Vale. And it's going to be third down for Hillcrest, and third down has not been kind to the Huskies tonight. It's 3rd and 5. They are 0 for 5 on third downs tonight, as we're under a minute to play in this third quarter. They come out with that power eye look again. Moore throws it underneath, and it's knocked down by Folger. Coleman Folger has been making his presence felt all night long. And with 31 seconds left in the third, Hillcrest will have to punt. And now Hillcrest 0 for 6 on third downs. Moore is 2 of 10 for 5 yards tonight passing.
To receive Mountain Crest, number 2, Terrell Lee, and number 7, Tony Lopez.
Lee and Lopez. They're going to back up. Now they've been creeping up on Erickson, the punter, but he's gotten off some big ones here lately. This one they come up to get it, and it's muffed. I think Lee muffed the punt. Lopez was there to grab it. And Mountain Crest dodges a bullet.
Lee, receiver Tony Lopez.
And with 20.9 seconds to play in the third, the Mountain Crest offense trots back on the field.
On the 38-yard line.
Calls it the 38 of Mountain Crest. Lopez and Lee to this side, 2 to the far side. Veeder in the backfield with Lofthouse, and they're going to throw it. Lofthouse looks across the middle to Lopez. Lopez at midfield.
Lofthouse finds number 7, Tony Lopez.
12 yards.
Good for a Mountain Crest first down.
155 yards. Now for Lofthouse. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Mountain Crest still leads, but Hillcrest showing some life, 27-7 Mustangs.
Alpine orthopedic specialist, Cache Valley First.
Mountain Crest with only 38 yards in that third quarter. They had a couple of big losses. Lofthouse took a couple of sacks, and then the trouble on the punt. They're trying to set up a screen here, but it was sniffed out. Lofthouse is going to unload it. Collins had it in his hands and can't bring it in. Oh, goodness. He was behind the defense at the 15-yard line. It came down, hit him right in the hands, and he couldn't haul it in. Enjoy watching that one in film tomorrow, young man. Oh, I'm so sorry. It looked like they were trying to set up a screen, and there was nothing there underneath. Lofthouse rolled out to his right, unloaded. And maybe that's the design of the play. Lofthouse showing his arm. Second and 10. Lofthouse back to throw again. Over the middle. Oh, he had his receiver, and Lopez had it in his hands for a second. Would have been a 12-yard gain. He was hit just as he snagged it. And he was separated from the ball, and it'll be 3rd and 10. Third and 10. Lofthouse has time. Now this one sails over Collins' head and falls incomplete. I'm not sure if Lofthouse was going for Collins or going for the receiver on the next level up. It looked like he had somebody right in his lap and he couldn't really follow through. Either way, it's incomplete, and the Mustangs will have to punt. Drive stalls out at the 50-yard line. Offensively, the Mustangs did whatever they wanted in the first half. In this second half, they've done a lot of punting. Another low line drive kick. Another one that's going to just roll all the way down to the 1-yard line. My goodness. 49-yard kick. 48 and a half of it on the ground. That one went about 20, maybe it might have gone 30 yards in the air. But if somebody was, one of those players out there was 6'5", it would have hit him in the helmet. Hit the ground and rolled all the way down to the 1-yard line. And that's where Hillcrest will take over, trailing by 3 scores.
Hillcrest, first down.
The Mustang defense looking for a safety. And Hillcrest has to take a timeout. They didn't have all their personnel in there. The last time they published an RPI, Skyview was on top, Pineview was second, Ridgeline was third, Green Canyon was 8th, Logan 15th, Bear River 11th, Mountain Crest 20th. Now, it will probably change a little bit. I doubt it'll change at the top. Or Skyview and Ridgeline will probably stay either 1-2 or 1-3. That means your top 10 are going to get a bye. Skyview, Cedar, Green Canyon, Snow Canyon, Park City, Stansbury, Ridgeline, Dixie, Mountain View, and Pineview. Those were the top 10 teams as of last week. And again, the final is coming out on Saturday. But if nothing else changes, Ben Lomond's probably going to be at Logan next week. Uinta at Bear River. Just a quarterback keeper for Hillcrest to try to get out of their own end zone.
Number 5, Colin Yates.
Yates in at quarterback.
For a 2-yard gain.
Up the middle, and here comes Yates. Out near the 10-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and a yard.
Gets them out to the 10-yard line. 3rd and 1.
So Hillcrest backed up to their 1 yard line. Now they've got a 3rd and 1. They haven't converted on 3rd down all night. This is their best shot. They trail 27-7. Yates is going to keep it. He put his head down, couldn't get anywhere, and then he kind of popped off the side of the center and lurched forward. Depends on the spot. 1st down.
Hillcrest hand out to Yates. Good for Hillcrest 1st down.
Nine carries for 15 yards for Yates. Hillcrest up to 23 yards rushing for the night, 28 total yards. Hillcrest just offensively hasn't been able to get it going. They're still back in that power eye look. Now it's Moore. Moore's got a man and he throws it a little short and it's nearly picked off. He threw it just a little bit behind his intended receiver who had a step in that inside leverage.
Moore's intended receiver, number 26, Jeremy Vale.
It was Vale.
Number 11, Noah Fletcher.
And Fletcher was right there. And he had a better shot at it than Vale. In the end, he breaks it up, and it's 2nd down. 9.5 to play, 9:35 to play in the ball game. Mountain Crest 27-7 over Hillcrest. Mountain Crest came right out of the gates, put 14 points on the board in the 1st quarter. 13 more in the 2nd. They led 27-0 at the half. Here's the give to Yates. Yates picks up 4.
Moore's hand off to number 5, Talon Yates. For a short gain. Stockton Nielsen on the tackle.
3rd and 6.
3rd and 6. And around 15 yards.
Hillcrest just converted their first 3rd down of the game. Look out, Moore is walloped. Never saw the defender coming.
Knocked down by number 8, Austin Mon.
It was Austin Mon coming from the backside and gets the sack. Seven-yard loss. First sack of the night for Mountain Crest.
Back to punt for the Hillcrest.
Believe it or don't.
48, Zachary Erickson.
Hillcrest will punt from their own end zone. Erickson steps up. This one high but short. Gets a pretty good bounce and kicks out to the 43-yard line. Seen a few good bounces on punts here tonight. The football is a fun shape.
That'll bring out the Mountain Crest offense.
7:58 to play in a 27-7 ball game. Mountain Crest with the ball in the lead. Lofthouse has been solid tonight. At quarterback, 155 yards and a touchdown. He threw an early interception, but it was overturned on a roughing the passer penalty. He's missed some receivers, but he's made some pretty darn good throws as well. Here's the throw to Lee. Lee steps out of a couple of tackles. He's down inside the 20, down near the 10-yard line. Now we got a different quarterback in there now. Mountain Crest quarterback.
Quarterback number 34, Carson Thatcher, finds Terrell Lee.
Carson Thatcher, 34.
Brought down by number 48, Zachary Erickson. That'll give Mountain Crest another first down.
Ball clear down to the 10-yard line. Lee has 4 catches for 55 yards. Some good after the catch yardage there. Thatcher's going to turn and hand it to Veter. Veter has a hole, and he's down near the goal line at the 1 yard line. That's where he stopped. 9 yards
to the 1 yard line.
for Veter. This is his first carry of the second half. He's got 8 carries, 95 yards, and a touchdown. I didn't see Lofthouse, didn't look like he was hurt or anything, and I saw Thatcher warming up on the last offensive possession, so I think they're just probably giving, I don't know if they're giving Lofthouse a break now or what they're doing, but Thatcher's going to keep it. They're pushing him. He got stood straight up, and I don't think he made it. No gain.
Quarterback keeper by number 34, freshman Carson Thatcher.
Thatcher's a freshman. You got a 3-score lead. You got the ball.
The yards left to go.
And they put the freshman quarterback in. He's in there again in the eye. They're going to let him run it again. This time he follows up in behind the guard to the right, and he scores.
In for a Montrest touchdown.
So the freshman
touchdown again by
gets the score.
Number 34, Carson Thatcher.
And one of the first players to greet him on the sideline is Lofthouse.
Judd Wells.
Judson Wells on for the extra point. 5:59 to play in the ball game. Wells looking to make it a 34-7 game and shut the door on the Huskies. And he does do that. 34-7, Mountain Crest, 5:59 to play in the regular season.
So, you bought your computer from one of those big box stores, or online, and now it's really slow, or just not working right.
Target acquired.
PCs Unlimited can fix it. Fixing computers is what we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. Service, repair, diagnostics, networking, upgrades, system and data recovery, all your computer needs. Our prices are low, and our customer service is the best. You won't get help from the big box or online. Come see the professionals at PCs Unlimited.
So a freshman gets the Mustangs in the end zone. He's not even on their roster.
Judd Wells to kick the Mountain Crest.
The PA guys had to tell me who it was. Lofthouse looks like his night is done with the Mustangs with a 34-7 lead. Kick picked up back at the 5 and returned out to the 15-yard line. Zachary Clark had trouble with it. He caught it and dropped it. Had to go back and get it. You can't run without the ball. It's crazy how many times you see that in a football game. Mostly it's on a pass, right? Receiver sees it coming and they just kind of take it for granted that I got it, hits their hands, and they look upfield before they tuck it in, and it's a dropped pass. You see it happen with running backs sometimes on handoffs. And it happened there on a kickoff. Just run that little tunnel screen. And they end up losing yardage on it. It's Erickson. Lost a couple of yards.
Down by the entire Mustang defense.
And it's the first completed pass since the first quarter for Hillcrest. 3 of 11 for Moore. Erickson ran in on that little tunnel screen. And he didn't have any blocking, so he kept running, kind of bellied back more to the middle. And you don't want to do that. You don't want to keep running toward the middle. You want to start getting that upfield as soon as you get a chance. Moore Throws it a little high for Vale. Stockton Nielsen took a stab at it, and if he would have pulled that down, he would have walked into the end zone. It falls incomplete. And it's 3rd and 11.
Intended receiver, number 26, Jeremy Vale. Hillcrest.
Fletcher back on. Reno Bailey comes to the sideline. Joel Mortensen playing corner on this side. Moore looking downfield. I gotta say, he caught it or not? Nope. No catch.
Number 11, Noah Fletcher on the
Fletcher
coverage.
was there on the coverage. And Hillcrest will punt it again with 4:56 to play in the ball game. See if Mountain Crest takes the ball, gets the ball back, and just tries to kill the rest of this game.
On the punt.
They just need a couple of first downs,
and Tony Lopez.
and they can go home and start thinking about playoffs. Right now, again, this RPI can change, but right now, Mountain Crest, as of the last RPI, would be matched. It looks like it would be matched against Ogden, and they would have to play at Ogden. I don't even know why I'm bringing it up, because the final RPI comes out on Saturday, and nothing's for sure until then. Logan likely the only local team to be playing in the Valley next week, which means we'll probably be bringing you that game. Watch our Facebook page, our website, and Twitter to find out just exactly what the game will be next week. And after that, we're going to probably get our first look at Skyview, many people's favorite to repeat as 4A champs. 2-yard run on first down.
Quarterback keeper by freshman Casey Croft.
The Mountain Crest running guys in and out, taking their sweet time. Beater's going to split to this side. Double clutch on the throw.
Croft's intended receiver, number 18, Zeb Benson.
That's incomplete. Another freshman, huh? Casey Croft. They bring all the freshmen up. getting some valuable varsity time as a freshman. So it was Thatcher on the last possession, and it's Croft now. 2 freshmen. And I've heard the freshman and the sophomore teams have done pretty well this year here out at Mountain Crest. They're excited about some of these youngsters coming up. Hillcrest is offside. It's 3:51 to play in the ball game, and Mountain Crest is going to have a 3rd and 3.
Move the ball to the Hillcrest 31-yard line. Third and 3 for Mountain Crest.
139 yards rushing for Mountain Crest tonight. Croft kind of tripped coming out from that. Completes a pass for about a 1-yard gain to Olsen down to the.
Carson Olsen brought down by number 49.
They're going to spot it at the 31.
Fourth.
So it's going to be no gain, and it's going to be 4th down. And the clock continues to run. See what the Mustangs do here on 4th and 3. They're going to let Croft throw it. He's got his man. It's Zeb Benson who's taken down
Freshman Casey Croft finds
after
number
a
18,
pickup.
Zeb Benson.
Let's see where
That's
they
good
spot
enough for
him.
another
Pickup
Mountain Crest
about
first
8.
down.
Benson 4 catches for 53 yards and a touchdown tonight. So he hasn't had a bad night. We're under 3 minutes. Mountain Crest is going to improve to 2-8. Playoffs coming up next week.
Casey Cross handoff to number 6, Mayo Dieter. Met immediately at the
Dieter
line.
picks up a yard. He's 4 yards short of 100.
Second and 10.
Unofficially, he's got 9 carries for 96 yards, a 10-yard average. He had a 40-yard run and a 20-yard run. And then others interspersed around it. 8, 6, 3, 1, 9. And that one was 1. They're going to throw it again. Croft looks underneath. Got his man. It's Lee. Lee steps out of a tackle. And they finally take him down at about the 7-yard line. Picks up 14. 69 yards on 5 catches for Lee. And it's 1st and goal for the Mustangs, and the clock continues to run now that they've set it. See if the Mustangs try to score here, or if they call off the dogs and take a knee a couple of times. They've been working that freshman quarterback like they want to see what they got. 2 freshmen have played here on the last 2 possessions.
Croft handoff to number 10, Carson Olson.
Olson takes the handoff, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Hillcrest, number 66.
And we're under a minute.
Second and goal for Mountain Crest from the 6-yard line.
Croft's going to throw it to the middle, to Benson, to the end zone.
Number 11, excuse me, number 18, Zeb Benson.
Zeb Benson gets his second touchdown of the night. And 2 freshman quarterbacks have engineered 2 scoring drives for the Mustangs. Mountain Crest with their 2nd largest offensive output of the season. They scored 56 against Bonneville and Idaho. And they're at 40 here tonight. They're at 41 here tonight. 29 seconds left on the game clock. Let's just stay right here. Mountain Crest will kick it off. Hillcrest with 2 wins on the season this year. It matches their output last year. They're trying to get this program back up to respectability. They've had a hard time getting numbers out. When you look at their roster, they've only got 45 kids on their roster, and they're a 5A school. If you have a bunch of tough years, which they have, they've never really been a powerhouse of the Huskies. You know, it becomes one of those things where kids don't want to come out. You know, we've seen that at various times in schools right here in the Valley. And schools turn it around, start winning a little bit more. Kids want to come out and be part of something. They're willing to work hard when It's easier to work hard when you're winning, I guess, but.
Zachary Clark and Jeremy Vale back for Hillcrest to receive.
This one's not going to get to the end zone. Clark will be snowed under at about the 18-yard line. But football's a demanding sport. And there's a lot of kids walking the halls at a lot of schools that could probably be playing that aren't, because for whatever reason, maybe they got other things going on, and or maybe that maybe they don't want to put in the time and the effort that it takes right there. There are many people that believe that that's why sports is so good. It teaches you to put in that time and that effort. There are other things besides sports that you can do that with as well. Whatever you get involved in, right? Put in the time and the effort to get better. And blow the whistle before the snap. What's going on? Mountain Crest offsides.
Offsides called against Mountain Crest. Freshman football players, at the end of the game, will you meet at the north end of the bleachers, please? Thank you.
Turn and give and a big run by Hillcrest out to the 41-yard line, a 21-yard run.
Number 6, Braxton Bosch.
Biggest play of the night, Braxton Bosch for Hillcrest. And the Huskies take a timeout.
Timeout. Hillcrest.
That was more than their total offensive output for the night. It's been that kind of night for Hillcrest. It's just been tough sledding for them all night. And they take a timeout here. I haven't seen a lot of that St. George region down there, the Cedar City and St. George region. We know Ridgeline beat Pineview earlier this season. And Pineview is one of the top teams down there. Dixie was in it last year. And this region here in Cache Valley, it's got as good of teams that are out there. Stansbury, I think, is a dark horse. And I was looking at some scores, and Stansbury is thumping up on Tentview tonight. Moore running around. Now he's thrown down and thrown down hard. Elijah Jackson comes up and finishes the play and finishes the night. That's the final play of the game. Ending on a big hit for the Mustangs as they win the ball game 41-7. It's on to the playoffs for Mountain Crest and for the Valley Channel. Watch for our schedule on Valley Channel Sports on Twitter and on the Valley Channel Game of the Week on Facebook. Thanks for joining us. We hope you enjoyed the game tonight. We'll see you next time on the Valley Channel.